Hello and welcome back to Infineon for the cap to the entire weekend here as we've had two awesome races, the D&Q race, qualifying, all that, and it all leads up to this, race number 9 of season number 5 of the Coke Vanilla Cup Series. Joining me in the booth, Stephen Paul III, and a somewhat newcomer, he hasn't been here in a while, Preston Plord.
Hi guys, we found Preston on the streets and we brought him to the booth.
Thank you both for having me on board for this. How are you guys doing tonight?
Doing good. If you did not watch qualifying, you wouldn't have seen that starting on the front row is William Duncan. For once this weekend, it actually went to the pole-sitting car. He's on pole starting alongside Brennan Patterson. Row number 2 sees Sam Young and Jack James, who's going back to 1957 this week. Steve Pollard and Tim Randolph, row number 3, with R.J. Reynolds and the points leader Charles Jackson in row number 4. Dylan Young and James Qualls start in row number 5. As I go through the rest of the starting grid, I'll hand it over to these two for their thoughts and predictions. Why don't we start with Preston, since Preston's having a little bit of an issue with hearing Steven talk.
Well, thanks for the obvious disclaimer, Charles. Honestly, at Sonoma or Infineon, Sears Point, whatever you guys want to call it, it's basically anyone's ball game. I know that's technically usually said for the plate tracks, but at a track with left and right turns and lots of runoff areas, and at some points very narrow roads, anything and everything can happen. Whether it be big wrecks, people going offline for no reason, who knows?
And Steven.
Well, I'm gonna go with the hot hand. I'm gonna pick Stevens. The pole setter will not win due to having the first pit stall. Anything like the truck and the truck in the Hooters series, we're gonna see some wrecks in here and some contact into the one of the corners, and I expect a good race battle and go Steve Pollard.
And the field is rolling. Points coming in. We will not carry onboards because of the caution-free race. Charles Jackson comes in as the points leader by 42 points over Chris Washer, the defending champion. Will Lewis finds himself third, 90 points back. Tristan Wilhoit is fourth, 106 back. And Vince Almarego, the top 5, 132 back. Levi McIntyre, Tim Randolph are the top 7. They can leave here as the points leader as well. With Zach Rogers, Steve Pollard, and Bill Brack, the top 10. And the green flag is out for the another car in the Tire Wall 300.
Very nice name.
I don't even remember who gave it that.
We're really low on funds, right, Charles?
Yeah, apparently. As the top 2 go in single file here, the battles for third between Jack James and Sam Young. Looks like the field has survived turn 2 at least.
Well, if anybody wrecks, we can say there's another car in the tire area at least.
Yeah, at least they proved why the race was sponsored this. As looks like the inside line was where to be, because right now Charles Jackson's already up to like 5th. As Jack James just continues to fall through the field.
It's really a dangerous part going side by side. We're going to come up to the corner. That was a danger. Now, Duncan.
Yep, William Duncan goes wide, opening the door for Brennan Patterson in the Ford. New leader already.
And to be perfectly honest, if anyone's wondering why Duncan wasn't penalized for going offline, let's be honest, track limits are just not a thing in NASCAR.
They're also not a thing for this game.
And yeah, we can tell by Charles' qualifying effort.
Is that supposed to be a fourth wall break?
I don't know. Jessica Shelton, though, gets the wall a little bit off the turn there, so that might hamper her run for the rest of this race. We'll have to see. And let's look at the back. Vince Almarego's back there, and apparently, I think we survived. Everyone survived lap 1. How about that?
Damn, there's not another car in the tire barrier.
As looks like top of the field starting to kind of break away a little bit. As here's basically where our best battle is on track right now. Tom Shelley getting passed by Christopher Pierce.
Shout out to Tom Shelley for actually making a race. The team's struggling. They come to Sonoma and make it. So good job by the Coke Zero guys.
Actually, both Team Petty cars made this race. As Zach Rogers, oh boy!
We haven't.
Zayn Abdullah.
We haven't seen a crash there.
I'm surprised it took this long to actually get a crash there. Allie Nelson's driving through the grass.
What a pass!
As everyone's wide. Holy moly.
Somebody pit.
That was Zach Rogers in the 10 that just pit.
Didn't know we're having dust storms up here. I thought that was where Charles was.
And back up towards the front, Tim Randolph has actually gone by William Duncan, who's fallen to 4th. Actually, Sam Young also getting a spot out of that.
Steve Paul fell behind Jack James right there, and we were watching the chaos.
Yeah, fell to 8th. Duncan is slow for some reason. Like, just really off the pace there.
Guess that lawsuit money didn't come into effect.
Battling through the S's. This is not where you really want to be going side by side.
Oh, God, off the track. Somebody's off the track up there.
That might have been Patterson.
Good job by the 14. Whoa!
Didn't wreck him.
A lot more competitive race than the truck and the Hooters race. Oh!
That was close.
Top of the field is still pretty close. It's anybody ball game for that corner. Anybody goes wide, they can take it. Steve Paul.
Oh boy! Oh
no!
Dylan Young's off.
Where's Frisky Nitskin? Where's those damn lap cars?
Well, that's also a LePage moment.
Let's not jinx it.
Well, this is not 2008.
Well, unfortunately for Dylan Young, that's going to knock him out of the top 10 and out of contention for this one.
Preston had something to say.
Yeah, go ahead, Preston.
Don't mention anything about lapped cars and LePaging, because you never know when you could possibly jinx it.
Oh, well, we just had it. That's why we were bringing it up, is because it just happened. Oh, boy.
66.
Levi McIntyre, Chris Wilson battling for position here. Can't even tell if anyone went off.
We're going to need some new camera lenses right there. Jesus. Sam Young is taking the lead, but we missed that crash.
Actually, well, we saw him making the move. It's just after the crash was... Because remember, we saw him making the move down in turn 11.
How about Art?
How about who? I think he was saying...
Mary Shelley. Mary Shelley, who's used 4 or 5 straight past champs divisional to make races, actually up here being competitive this week.
Well, it was 4 straight before this week. Actually got in on her qualifying speed this week, so right now running in the 10th position on the racetrack.
And I asked, was the qualifying in the rain or something?
No. And Fitzwater's kind of looking like he might want to make a move here on Steve Pollard, but Duncan ran wide again.
This could get dicey.
So far, so good through that corner, which is pretty good considering the rest of the weekend.
The Hooters race had a problem in that corner. This is that has been going off. That's been the problem. This race, the trucks had a different corner they had problems in.
As RJ Reynolds must have gone wide in the S's because he's lost 3 spots on that one lap alone.
I mean, it's RJ Reynolds.
So Sam Young starting to break away. James Qualls has actually gone to 3rd now through all of this. Tim Randolph has fallen to 5th.
Now, DJ, the last time we see the 14 up here was Thornton last season when DJ Curtis got wrecked out in the lead with about 2 laps to go. So it's good to see the 14 guys back up there.
Really early pit stops there for the 12 and the 07. They might have run into some issues on the track.
Sam Young, can he hold the corner? Yes, he can.
Charles Jackson can't, though.
He's got a lack.
Yep, definitely. Tim Randolph also ran wide, but was able to gain the spot back out of it. And now here comes Jackson back towards the inside. Driver's right here.
Crossover.
Pretty unique one considering the track.
I think Steve Young just passed Jack James. I'm not sure.
They were definitely making a move back here. We'll see. Nope, no move made
Better
there.
watch out for these cars coming out of pit road.
Yeah, they've been a problem all weekend.
That one was good. Where's the 07?
07's gonna be fine.
Well, look.
So with all
This
these
is gonna be a
cars
rough
going
race for Will
offline,
Lewis.
how many cars have retired?
Good question. Right now, we are only down the 15 of Vince Almarego. Right now, all 41 of the 42 starters, though, still running. As Jonathan Zorline now going to make a move on Chris Louvier here.
Where is Washer running?
Currently in the 21st position. As I was almost kind of wanting to look up there. Not
It
so.
looks like there's been a crash at that corner. I see some black skidding.
That was
I don't know
during
where that's
practice,
from.
I think, during the happy hour. As Levi ran wide, Ebrahimian almost ran wide as well.
And I would give a shout out to that 05 of Stanford making his first race since Bristol.
And he's found a wall.
Well, looks like they're gonna have to beat out that hammer.
Well, I mean, they've got to the next California race to bring this scheme back out, so.
Anyways, we're watching the back of the field. James Qualls has passed Brent Patterson for second.
Yes, he has. Preston Plord battling with Zach Flickinger here. Osborne and Nelson battling for 33rd. Dylan Young is... I don't think there's more damage there. Zayn Abdullah after his wreck. Oh boy. Well, I was going to say there's a chance for James Qualls to at least gain some time, but then just threw it away.
I think so. The 05 is leaking oil on the track.
That
Keep in
10
mind, Charles.
Go ahead.
Keep in mind, Charles, that Qualls wasn't the only one who went off the track.
Well, yeah, but, I mean, he threw away his chance to gain a lot of time there with the 14 running wide. That's what I was meaning.
Fair enough. Let's see what the margin is at the line.
And Sam Young actually gained half a second there that lap alone, so.
Qualls lost half a second.
Well, like I said, Sam Young gained half a second.
Now all the drivers are going to come from Sonoma to go to Massachusetts for the Coca-Cola. It's a big difference. Now, I think it's a COT.
That is a COT race, so actually not everyone. For instance, Jean Sanford going to stay out here on the West Coast, where her home is.
I think when they go in 250 miles, but some of the drivers want to stay home.
Well, but I'm meaning the people who are not driving COT races this season aren't having to go there.
We're still unknown if the 70 is going to be showing up after they destroyed their COT last week at most support.
Well, we're hearing they're still planning to show up. They just might have to qualify on speed depending on what happens here.
Yeah, they might have to borrow the 05. Oh, wait, they're not going to miss the race then.
William Duncan trying to gain 5th back from Charles Jackson now.
Looks like he's finally getting in a rhythm. He's just got it takes his car a little bit to get in, but it's a little too late, I think, right now.
Well, we should have at least one pit stop, maybe two. Maybe he was just trying to save some stuff. Because remember, the other two races this week in 17 laps, we saw him pit right around lap, I think it was right around lap 8 and 9, so they should be getting ready to pit here shortly.
Randolph is where's Randolph in the points?
He is 7th.
Oh, I thought he was lower. Man, the 60 car has always done good in this series, so good run for Randolph.
Always done good. It's only run this season and last season.
Well, the 60 done good besides the Bristol race they were in, but they've been pretty competitive.
Yeah. I was looking through to see if anyone had pit that last time around. No one did, so. As Patterson almost ran a little bit wide.
It's like Qualls gained about 0.5 seconds.
Well, he gained he basically canceled out the last lap. So he lost the half second, then he gained that half second back. Meanwhile, Amy Shelley trying to overtake Jessica Shelton here, who was trying to make a peek at the 38 of Mary Shelley. Actually, Amy's a lap down, sorry. Amy's a lap down in all this, so this is just fresher tires.
Yeah.
And Qualls takes another 4/10 out of that lead.
What a win for James Qualls, a rookie season, if he could be able to pull it off. And Jack James is getting really mad at Steve Pollard.
And
the Pollards had already had a rough week with the points. Irving taking out Card, Pollards all wrecking in the final corner.
Yeah, not been the best of weeks there.
And we're still not sending John Irving a Christmas card.
I wasn't anticipating you would. Cole Deaver with a solid run so far, 14th right now, and remember this car came into the race 29th in owner's points, so right on that border of being locked in.
The 66 is on the border too, but it doesn't matter because next week's a CLT race.
The 66 on the border in the bad way, though, that's the thing. 66 is 31st.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. They're going to miss next week anyways, unless they find a CLT car themselves.
Yeah, I highly doubt that one happening, though, as Jessica Shelton makes the pit stop there. Not exactly surprised. They're probably wanting to get the damage fixed. Oh my!
Oh, God!
Oh!
Okay, little not. Preston, your thoughts?
My thoughts or lack thereof. We need to go to the replay to find out what happened.
Well, we will be taking a look at replays of the wrecks at the end of the race, like we always do for the road courses. Charles Sanford also pit there. I'm more curious how that happened.
We got enough clips from this one race for a damn lap car enter 2003 style.
As Sam Young goes wide, so does Qualls.
Qualls is coming. That 11 Chevrolet is flying.
And the question is going to be, who's pitting? Sam Young will pit. James Qualls will stay out another lap. Randolph will pit. And a lot of the leaders pitting here. Jack James stays out. Remember, Shelley's a lap down already, so Deaver stays out another lap.
We're really going to have to watch the merger because the merger...
Well, that's going to be probably the next lap, I think. We'll have to see. Because it looks like a lot of the guys here pitting, so this shouldn't be too much of an issue.
Man, Woolhoit, the 7th, I noticed, damn, his road course program is absolutely, excuse my language, shit.
Patterson's going to actually be staying a little bit of extra time there, I think, for the... Actually, no, that's towing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Patterson's a little wrecked, Charles.
Oh, jeez. That was astonishing.
That was the worst wreck of the weekend.
Sam Young is away. And I think they should all be fine here getting around the pace car. It's really William Duncan's pit stall that's probably going to get affected the most, as the leaders should be in. Close to it. Yep, James Qualls is in.
How about Sanford staying out for an extra lap?
Well, remember, Sanford pit the lap prior.
Oh, okay. I was just
lap
trying
down.
to give credit.
Yeah, thanks for trying. So Qualls now pits this time. Jack James, Cole Deaver. Looks like the rest of the cars that didn't pit the prior time. Will Lewis has already pit once. Sam Young is first out of those cars, though.
And he's immediately going to run it wide. Nope.
Nope. Didn't quite run it wide. Amazingly, still no one's retired yet from that wreck. Although I think Dylan Young is still having to be towed back, and so too is Patterson's car.
I think Dylan Young needs to be cut out of the car.
We'll see.
I mean, I expect a wreck like that at Coca-Cola, not Sonoma.
And let's see, how's it gonna go?
Oh, we're gonna take it.
He will, but let's go ahead and watch the cars coming out.
Oh no!
Well,
damn it!
At least no one flipped over this time.
Yeah,
this
at least.
True. I think so.
Oh,
everybody in the dirt.
I think there's some other side effects of... Oh! Mark George and Levi McIntyre.
Charles, what training did you have with these guys?
And Wilhoit, of course, gets a piece of that. And Duncan
And
finally
William
gets
Duncan
away.
finally out of pit road.
Very lengthy stop
Rough
there.
pit stop. I'm gonna have to say the next tell people how to saying on that one.
So, out of all that, we'll do a field rundown when it fully cycles through. But right now, James Qualls is the leader. Oh, man. And Tim Randolph is slow.
Wow. Oh.
Randolph back to the pit lane.
Somehow Steve Paul is still 5, even though crashing off the track.
Okay, so James Qualls is the leader. Sam Young is second now with left side damage. Mary Shelley to third through all of this. Jackson fourth. Christopher Pierce is fifth. Cole Deaver now runs in sixth. Jack James is still seventh. Zorline eighth. Steve Pollard is currently in ninth, but battling for that spot with Zachary Fitzwater. RJ Reynolds runs 11th. Tom Shelley 12th. Chris Washer 13th. Gene Sanford quietly in 14th. Kev Shear, Chris Louvier, Jessica Shelton, Stephen Pollard III, Seth Cole, and Chris Wilson the top 20. Dylan Abrahamian, Preston Plord, William Brock, Henry Sanford, Ali Nelson, Bill Bragg Jr., Joshua Osborne, Kyle Matthews, Tristan... Okay, hold on. I lost track of something in there. Nelson, Braddock, okay, never mind. Tristan Wilhoit, Zach Flickinger are the top 30. McIntyre, Sanford, Mark George runs 33rd. Zane Abdullah 34th. William Duncan should be 35th, I think. Randolph would be 36th. Zach Rogers is multiple laps down. Actually, Duncan is a lap down through all of that. So, go figure.
Mary Shelley. This has been Mary Shelley. This might be a momentum switching race for her.
You would hope. Jackson now has gone back by, though, for third, so Shelley now runs fourth. Jack James is holding up Fitzwater here.
Yep.
And
that damage to the back. Whoa!
Yep, Fitzwater gets by, so does Reynolds now as James ran wide. All that lost air on the rear of the car. Gene Sanford goes wide as well. This is 47. Louvier makes a move on Chris Washer now.
Washer trying to improve some damage because he's going to lose points. I'm surprised Jess is up there. Jess had the damage to the car, and they were able to get the car out pretty quick.
Well, I think also it looks like the new tires was a helpful factor too, so.
Uh-oh. Oh, there we go.
Oh, Seth's going to get the curbing there, I think.
As everybody goes wide.
Well, he didn't go wide. He just had a poor exit.
Steve Pollard, battle Tom. Look at Tom Shell. All the Shelleys, they must have brought their A game this
Hello.
week. 12. Whoa!
A little bit of contact there.
Someone's on pit road.
That was Amy Shelley in the 12. I could catch the glimpse of the blue there, plus with how far back that pit stall was. Steve Pollard continues to fall back, now losing a spot to Gene Sanford, although, as I say that, Pollard will have the inside.
Yeah, Steve's got damage. His car is not going to be fast with that contact.
Chris Washer goes wide as well, the 5 car.
Out of the 23, so we haven't seen the 23 up there that much this year. Good job by Steven right there running.
Abrahamian gets sent wide by Seth Cole. Into the grass he goes.
Abrahamian starting the back too, so good run by him.
Oh boy, this is going to be dicey.
Bill, I thought I saw the 6 car going to the tire barrier right there.
I thought so too.
Sam Young is starting to catch James Qualls.
Yeah, those new tires starting to go in the 14's favor as Fitzwater and Reynolds continue to battle for 7th.
Better watch out for Amy Shelley.
Yeah, probably should.
This could get interesting.
Let's see.
Oh,
nope, gonna find an opening.
Okay, nice. Well, you know who she would have taken out.
And Bill Davis cars here battling for position. Nelson and Braddock. Oh, that's a problem. Hopefully that betters it.
Well,
Technical difficulties here for the booth. Sorry. Not all the monitors
yeah,
are working.
well, yeah, all the dust has got onto the monitors. So,
Yep, guilty as
As
charged
Val?
right here.
for the lead.
Yep, got Bal for the top spot here. Sam Young has caught James Qualls now for the race lead, despite the damage on the left side of that 14 car.
What are you hearing down at pit road on Dylan Young's condition, Preston?
All I'm hearing right now is that Dylan's car is beat up pretty bad, and there's no promises regarding whether or not he'll be back in the race.
I think we're more worried about a health update. The 24 has indeed been retired from the race, so too has the 17.
The only reason why they were retired because they had 7 men over the wall.
Wow. Coldever goes out into the grass. Fitzwater gets some curbing as well. As Gene Sanford goes a little bit wide.
Back of the damage.
My monitor's fixed.
Well, we
I didn't know
haven't
they were retired from the race because my monitor
injury-related
problems,
crash.
but I'm hearing now
Fitzwater
that
failed
both
his drug
drivers
test.
are okay.
Well, that's good.
Well, Fitzwater failed his drug test and I hurt in the 15 last year.
Well, James Qualls lost the lead on the lap, but now goes back for it here going through 11. Sam Young's going to have the inside line, though, through 12. And, oh boy, if that was the finish.
We would actually had a good one.
That was by
Wait,
3
what?
thousandths of a second, that lap right there, in favor of Sam Young.
And if they keep battling, you know who's going to come in here.
Yeah, that would be something, wouldn't it? Mary Shelley gets a win. That would be funny. She actually only made the chase last year. She only made the chase last year because she actually won the race before the chase. That's what's funny about it.
11 car goes off. Here comes the 14 again.
Sam Young back to the lead. Now Qualls gonna have the run, try and get the run here. Out of 7 going into the S's, there are under 4 laps to go now.
If the 14, now looks
Actually,
like
I think we're at 5 to go. We'll be at 4 to go at the line or something. I don't know.
14's gonna run it off.
14 runs wide. Here comes Qualls.
This is a great battle. What happened to this series?
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh, that was close.
Oh.
And here comes
Nice
Shelley.
block
She's
by
loving
Young.
this right now.
What a storyline of Mary Shelley. From 4 PCs to a win.
The 12 is on pit lane again.
Well, you gotta watch out for that again.
Also, William Brock on pit lane.
Oh, this is not gonna end well. I think something happened because it says last laps. He must have got towed. He finds an opening. That's good.
Yep. I think Shelley's going to find an opening as well here.
More screen freeze.
Technical difficulties are being terrible right now for us. Oh, that would be... It was Washer, too.
What even worse, we took out Steve Pollard.
Oh, Kev Shear gets off the bumper of Louvier.
That's going to make for an interesting team speak meeting.
Louvier now goes and loses some momentum here. Ebrahimian going to grab that spot. And meanwhile, back up front, Shelley's run wide, so now Sam Young gets the lead, gets to actually lead a lap and is breaking away from Qualls here a little bit.
Charles Jackson leading into the fight too.
Shelley's...
Now remember, on the last...
Go ahead.
The 14's tires start to wear off and Qualls is able to come back, so it might be a balance line if Qualls can get there. He just has to have the time.
Well, we'll have to see. 2 laps to go from Sonoma. And Henry Sanford would be the lap car just in front of him.
Jonathan Zerline is practiced in the top 10, worth noting.
Well, we've seen him battling in that 11 through 15 range anyway, so. As Sam Young gets some curbing.
The last 2 laps, they're all going to determine on that corner who goes wide and who doesn't, who's going to make the time.
And it's a 4-car fight for this race lead as there are 4 cars within 3 seconds of the leader. And it's more than easy to lose 3 seconds on this lap, on a lap here.
We might even have lap traffic.
Yeah,
Dude, don't come
Henry
out flat
Sanford
back.
is the next car in front of the leaders. As Sam Young goes wide, we've had a wreck, I think, again there. So
James
now here
Qualls
comes
is still on the
Qualls.
track. Here he comes. Oh, bad move by the 11th, falling right behind him. He should not have done that.
Well, he's going to make the move into 11, though. Shelley's going to get a chance here.
Look like it. Mary threw it in there.
Sam Young's going to have the inside going to 12.
3 wide now for the lead.
At the line, so close again. But that's just for the white flag. That was by 4 thousandths.
Oh man, Qualls got the corner. Here comes Mary. 3 wide battle.
Qualls now to the lead. Sam Young still there, though.
Now remember, who gets through the final? That corner. Good. That's going to turn.
Qualls goes wide. Here comes Sam Young.
What a race. This is the best race in Coke Vanilla Cup Series history.
Through 7 for the final time.
14 got the corner, but it all determines who's going to make that S bend. Through the S's. Uh-oh.
Still side by side through the S's.
It's going to be side by side.
Shelley.
Prove me wrong.
Qualls keeps it on the track. Here comes Shelley.
Lap.
Side by side for second right now. Qualls is breaking away.
14's got a dive bomb.
Not going to get there.
He might. I'm going to clear him.
And off of turn 11, James Qualls is going to get his first career victory. He wins at Sonoma.
What a finish. The 41 almost was in that fight. The top 5 separated by less than a second. Holy crap.
Less than 2 seconds.
I thought they were going to be side by side, maybe even 3 wide, but apparently Shelley got side by side with the 14 car, and it was good night, Irene. Game, set, and match for Qualls.
Wow, they were side by side. You know how hard it is to go side by side through this track. Oh my lord, what a battle.
And they did it through the S's too. And the fact that neither Qualls nor Young went wide on that on turn 9 is pretty good too.
This is going to be on the 1,000 subscribers video.
Assuming I actually get to 500.
What was the last montage we did?
That was for 6 years.
Okay, maybe we'll do it for the 12-year montage.
And coming to the line there to solidify that. There we go. So now the standings are official. James Qualls, your winner here today by 4/10 over Sam Young. Mary Shelley with a great run in 3rd. That's going to help get them hopefully into the top 30. Charles Jackson there 4th. Christopher Pierce in 5th. You know what's funny? That was Sam Young's first top 10 of the year. Right there.
He almost won the damn thing.
Qualls gets his first win. Fitzwater gets his second top 10 of the year. RJ Reynolds, his second top 10 of the year. Tom Shelley gets his 3rd of the year there.
And he's missed half the races.
Yeah. I was just trying to look to see if there's anyone. The interesting part is going to be Cole Deaver was 29th, and he's going to get a top 10. So I don't know how much that border's going to move. Look at the bottom of the points, or not the points, of the standings here. Osborne, a rough day, 26th. Especially because they were 30th coming in.
Jackson's going to really pull away now with Washer, Lewis, and Will Hoyt, and Almirola struggling. And Levi
yeah, Almirego DNF'd.
Charles should have a full race advantage, I think, by the end of this.
I'm willing to bet you're right, because he's also, I think, going to get... Didn't he lead a lap? So he's going to get those points as well, the 5 points there. So, with that, though, we're not done yet. We have to take a look at the instance of the race and show those, because I don't know how to do side-by-side like Seth does. So, with that, let's go ahead and take a look at the wrecks from the day. We'll start with the 15. It was not a good day for Zach Rogers all around. He had the incident with Mohammed Zain Abdullah, which had already happened at this point. Makes contact with Abrahamian, goes wide in the S's, and not a good spot to go wide. Hits the wall, not even where there's tire barrier. Slides back out into the track. Will Lewis gets a
Oh, 07.
piece, and that's where Almarego gets hit.
Hard hit.
And that would be the end of Almarego's day.
And everybody off
I
track.
don't even know who's there. Don't even know who's like where in there.